What's going on, people? Shout out to the CIA. One love, FBI. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? You see the title of today's show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. This little thing we do. This thing we do where we get together and we just kind of chop it up a little bit. Chop, chop, chop. Just a little bit. Just a little choppage before I get into my stuff I got to do later on today. For those of you who don't know, on Mondays, I do my Patreon only stream, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Completely dope. Completely dope. Completely dope. Patreon only stream. Don't know why that was recording, but oh well. So if you're not a member of Patreon, woohoo, you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out. People are already coming into the chat room. Into the I haven't even started yet. You can wait in the waiting room until I get ready for you. You can wait in the waiting room. I haven't even said anything yet. So here's the thing. You know what? Shout out to all of the CIA members, all the confident, intelligent, and assertive men out there holding it down, doing your thing. I see you. I see you. I see what's going on. I see the men out there doing their thing, man. And I'm going to say this, ladies. I have heard your cries. I've heard the cries, ladies. Godfather. Men have it so easy. It's hard out here for women, man. Can a sister catch a break? And when I say sister, I mean in the global sense of the word sister. You know, it ain't just about, black women only, but, it's about all of them because, we have a little bit of everybody that calls over here. Can a sister catch a break? I mean, dang, what is going on? Now, before we get started, though, real talk, we're going to have to get these likes up. We're going to have to get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Who is this over here already? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to get the likes up before we start getting into the broadcast because I understand when a lot of women are asking, can you catch a break? And it seems like, man, we getting it from every side, it's hard out here for us. It's hard. I mean, it's just hard. Y'all want us to be these standards of beauty and this and that, and we got to do this, we got to do that. And then after all we do all that, stuff ain't even right, and y'all want us to do all this stuff. And then after we go do all that stuff, man, there's still no guarantees that we're going to even end up with what we say we want. Why I got to do all that, man? I'd rather just, go to Dubai by myself. I'd rather plan a trip by myself. I'd rather just hang out by myself because it's safer that way. It's safer that way. No, it's not just the Stacey, not just Stacey. It's a lot of women. See, what you guys don't understand is I get emails from women every day talking about, I appreciate the show you did. I'm a 23-year-old this, I'm a 24-year-old lad. Remember I talked about if you're going to make these high demands of men, you need to be a beauty pageant type woman. How many people remember that? How many people remember the show I said, if you're going to make these high demands of men, you need to be on the beauty pageant type one. I'm talking about Miss America stuff. How many guys remember that? How many people remember that? Well, how many of you would be surprised to find out that there actually was a beauty pageant contestant in the comment section? Yeah. See, I know a lot of guys think that every woman that comes to these rooms and these panels are just big fat mud ducks and whatever. No, she's an actual a Miss America competitor. And I don't just accept people's words. She sent in the pictures, the bathing suit competition, the sash, and everything. Yeah. So understand something, gentlemen. Your godfather attracts a higher caliber of female. That's what the Henry stuff will do for you. Blake and Blue, that in the hit squad. Blue Henry, my blue collar high earners not rich yet. My Blake Henrys, Brad, Lee, Ahmed, Keith, and Enrique. The brothers out here getting it done. I've told you guys that we attract a high caliber of female. And then of course we can't forget the hit squatters. What's the hit squad? The Henrys in training. The Henrys in training. So what I need you guys to know is this. We're out here. Ladies are out here. And they're asking the questions. How do I find, or how do I end up getting chosen by said men? Because it's hard out here for a pimp. That's how I wanted to title the show. It's hard out here for a pimp, but I couldn't put. This is crazy, man. Soon as the video went live, they limited it. Oh, man, come on, man. Stop this. Soon as the video went live, see, as soon as a man starts talking, they limit our videos. I mean, I've said nothing other than hello, and they limited the video off the rip. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So let's get into it. For the ladies who feel like this applies, do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat room. Raise your hands high to the sky if you feel like it's hard out here for a pimp. Stress. How many ladies feel like, man, it's hard out here for us? It is hard. Charles Faulkner, what's up? Jedi Mac, what's going on? So, I want to know what's going on, ladies. Is it really hard out there for you? Men have it so easy. It's hard out here for women. Can a sister catch a break? Well, let's talk about it. One, I will say this, ladies. It is challenging if you want a man. It is challenging for the kind of men that most of you ladies say you want. I mean, if nothing else on this show, I've shown, if nothing else on this program, I've shown that a lot of women want high earning men because most women want to be housewives. Now, guys, when they say housewives, here's what they mean. They do not want to have to go earn a dime that's going to be needed to make that whole thing run. I've heard women say they want to have 3 or 4 plus kids. I've heard a woman say that she just maybe want to have 1 kid. Some say none. But yet they still want to be able to sit up in the suburban gated community driving a BMW or a Jeep or something, and have a business on the side. Okay. Okay. It's hard out here for a woman because our options are limited. Godfather, our options are limited. You know, you got, not as many men are going to college now. You know, you got a lot of guys who are raised by their mama, and there are no, strong alpha male provider males out there. There are all these effeminate, you know, soy boy 50-50 kind of dudes. Men aren't just the quality they used to be. And then And that's just for women in general. But then when you start talking about black women, oh my God, it's even worse. With all the guys who are not who aren't on the college campus, ain't in churches, not in corporate America, you know, you look at the stats, the boys reading at the fourth grade level, and then when you factor in the fact that just the sheer numbers, there are 2 million more black women than black men, and then you ain't even factored in the fact for you know being on another side of the law or maybe so sexual preference. It's hard. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do, Godfather? What are we supposed to do? I hear you. I hear you. Your Godfather hears you. Godfather style. And got a new video coming up today, too, talking about a few great fragrances that I put back on and added into my collection. And some everyday carry stuff. Tune into that later on tonight. The video will probably drop about 9 p.m. tonight. Between 9 and 10 p.m. tonight, be looking for new video content on the channel. So, it is hard out there. You're right. For women. Guys, make no mistake. From this standpoint, when you have to be a top 20% woman trying to compete for a top 10% man, think about that. Let's just do the numbers. There are 2 million more black women, right? So let's say you're a Blue or you're a Blake Henry. And let's just take it the top 10% men. That means if there are 100 men in a spot, right? 100 men in a spot, at best, all the women in there want 10 of them. We ain't even talking about the 80-20 rule. We're talking about the truth. At best, the women want 10 of them. Those 10 guys are the ones making $120,000 or more. All 100 women look at those guys as the top men. Now, do all 100 of those women want those guys? I'm not going down that path. But what we do know is the top 20% of women will only consider those men. The women who are 7s are better in the face and 8 are better in the body, especially if they have a college degree or a graduate level degree. They're only looking at those men. So automatically, it's 2-1. Okay? Shout out to Mr. Bowtie. James Hall. Let me answer this question. James Hall asks, why should any man sign up to provide for someone who only wants to cushion their ass at his expense? What is the return for this poor investment? Well, this may not be the channel for you. Because over here, we don't deal with poor investments. And we don't come in here talking about people like that. See, you're already coming from a, fucked up mind state that does not fly over here. See, that sounds extremely beta to me. I don't care. These dudes over here, the men who are out there really doing something in the world, captains of their own purpose, doing the real thing, they don't expect their women to do anything. Meaning they got it. That does not mean that their woman does nothing, but they don't need their money. We don't do 50-50 over here. Even if the woman has it, her money is no good to Blake or Blue or even to the hit squad. So why don't you go take a Xanax and drink some scotch, take it down 1,000 and just pay attention. Back to what I was saying. Men would not want those odds. I'm just going to say, no rational, logical thinking person would want to say, you know what? I wanted those kind of odds. I want to but understand something, ladies, men have those odds. Because at best, 20 women want 10 men. But the reality is 20 women really want 5 guys. because they want the guys who are making $300,000 or more. That's the top 5% of men. Okay, so for every man in that, for 100 women, they all see the top 10% of men. 80 of those 100 women realize they don't look good enough or have the stats to deal with them. 20 of those women look good enough and have the stats to deal with them. But still, 20 to 5 is 4 to 1. So from women's standpoint, it's hard. It's hard because what do you have to do to stand out to be this guy? What do I need to do? You know, what I need to do? I need to have my body in shape. Need to have my mind in shape. My credit, my resume needs to be tight. But then I need to come into the room and do what? What do I need to do? Be spinning plates on my head? Do I need to juggle? Do I need to, pancakes, tap dance? What do I need to do? What do I need to do, Godfather? Because, maybe a lot of these women may not be able to do what the Miss America type woman will do and get up on a stage and walk down and be so and so. They may be a little bit more reserved. What do you need to do to compete to get the attention for Blake or Blue or for the hit squad? Blake Blue, hit squad, Blake or Blue. Hit squad, Henry's in training, 18 to 30. Blue or Blake? Blue collar, white collar. Okay, what do we need to do? Well, it's hard out here for a woman. Can a sister catch a break? Yes, sister, here's how you catch a break. You need to study what your non-black competition does. Because apparently, white women seem to have no real problem with this. I want to direct you guys, Asian women, they're not known for having big old booties and big old breasts. They're not known for, twerking and, dropping it like it's hot, but they sure are ranked the highest when it comes to femininity, cooperation, and they in any online dating match, they're the most sought after women. How do they do that? How do they do that? Well, they do a little of it by first understanding that it's more that you are not going to be able to sex your way to the top. What's up, LAR? They understand you're not going to be able to sex your way to the top. What did he say? Yeah, I said sex your way to the top. You're not going to be able to do that. Not going to be able to do it. You can't sex your way to the top. So all the over the top twerking and, walking around being near bucket naked and all that stuff, that ain't going to work. These guys are going to turn away from, what did I say yesterday? If you walk into a place and you wearing anything from Fashion Nova, and you wearing anything from Fashion Nova, my boys are going to be like, ugh, Tatiana. We don't deal with Tatiana. You know how you start? You start kind of right here. I want you guys to ask yourself a question. Where is the black equivalent of this conversation right here? Revealing the secrets of my recent weight loss. And in this video, this says the School of Affluence. This is a woman who actually sits around and teaches women how to land high value men, rich men, wealthy men. And in this video, I heard this woman talk about how she had lost so many kilos or 6 pounds, and she was just ecstatic about losing 6 pounds and how she changed her diet and did this and did that. This woman was sitting there talking. How many views is 125,000 views, over almost 130,000 views in roughly a day. And in the comment section, you got women talking about, yes, I ate 5 walnuts. This woman talks about, I just went through a phase where I was craving celery. I was craving celery. Celery. I wanted celery. And I'm like, I have never heard black women have an open, honest discussion about weight. Never. Never. And I certainly have never heard women sitting around talking about, you know, eating celery and watching the amount of food they took in. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. It's about to start getting hot in here. Here it is.
Vegetables. Celery was another vegetable that for some reason I started to become very obsessed about. Started to eat a lot of celery. I was also doing a really nice keto dish with celery.
How many brothers have y'all ever heard a sister talk about celery or something I became, obsessed about? I couldn't get enough of that celery. That celery, dude. That celery just, woo! I woke up in the morning just wanting some celery. Celery. Overeating makes me feel sluggish. Eating the right amount makes me feel sharp. And this woman says, and she actually talked about it. Now, let's read some of the comments. I only watched a bit of the video, but I start thinking, now these women are looking for the same caliber of men you talk about looking for, but are you having the same conversations? I started writing notes when she said, "Dear elegant ladies." That's how she opens her video, talking to her viewers. Hello, elegant ladies. Not boss bitch. Not bad bitch. Dear elegant ladies. This woman, in my opinion, is average looking at best, but she has an above average attitude. The sad thing is, intuitive eating is truly just eating. Try not to overeat during quarantine right now. She's back. Emotional eater. The point is, I'm sitting here talking about these women openly talk about what it takes to land a guy of this level. Yeah, they want juicy crab and, come on. So, ladies, it's hard out there. Well, what are your counterparts doing? Because they know it's hard out there too. But you got to ask yourself: would you rather be would you rather be eating celery and keeping your weight down and not having to work, or would you rather be out here working? Because no one's going to get to do nothing. Let me go ahead and tell you that again. No one's going to get to do nothing. Okay? No one's going to get to do nothing. And you certainly aren't going to be able to sit on your hind parts for the rest of your life just because you have sex. It all comes standard on a woman. So, what did I say? The three things there would save your life yesterday? The image consultant, personal trainer, and a matchmaker. Shout out to the matchmakers who've been hitting me up. Shout out to the people who've been asking about matchmakers. I tell you, these guys, they ain't gonna find you in the Whole Foods aisle. You're not gonna get found by happenstance. The world is it's changed. Okay? So understand something. Oh, before we get going, there's 533 people in here. 533 people in here. And we are going to need to get the likes up. Get the likes up. Man, we only got 211 likes. Man, if y'all ladies don't get me over 400, we're done. Because we're going to get to the best part now. People, let's see. How many people have lost their channels this week? 6 people have lost their channels this week for using my content. I'm not playing with y'all. When I say don't use my content, I mean it. Don't use my permission. 6 channels in 2 days. And they were all channels that were monetized. Don't play. Let's see.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, lead the way. I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I've had people decide that they think they can just come to my platform and copy my content and do what they want to. I got 2 people in federal court right now. So I'm letting you know, folks, I'm not playing with you. I think a lot of folks just think this is a game and they think that these videos are just what they want to. When you sign that YouTube form, you got your information out there. I'm not going to say anything. Keep playing. Keep playing if you want to. Now, if you want to use my content, request permission. And if I grant it, cool. If not, I'll keep taking y'all's money. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. We're the only group of people that feel like that we can just, because Black people, we have just no chill. It's like, I see it, I'll use it. Nah, you can't have that.
Yeah. Lunes. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te la ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón, la plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón, yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work.
Is it more advantageous for a man to have a wife or a wife to have a husband? Who gets the better end of that deal?
Um, I guess it's better for the woman.
I'm asking you because the way you're talking about it, the woman gets the short end of the stick. Because a man's working over here. You got an apartment or a flat, and you working as a single woman. He got an apartment or a flat, he working as a single man. Y'all both work y'all's lives until you die.
Well, if you
But if
have
you
a
choose to be together and get married, you live together, but you still got to go to work. But then you got somebody in life with you. And then you can choose to have children. And you got to both manage that. But to you, the way you're talking about it is, oh, that's increasing my workload because over here it's just a job. But now it's over here, I got a job, plus kids, plus a husband.
And what is the plus for the husband? What is the plus that's add on to him?
I'm
Like,
asking you, man. That's what you put out there.
right. So I only can account for what I can do. I don't know his responsibilities. He can tell me his problems, but personally, he doesn't have to put his weight of his responsibilities on me. I take care of what I have to, and he take care of
So
what he
then
has
that's what.
to.
So man, that's what I mean. Lazy. Modern women are lazy. Men in relationships are supposed to be fun. This is why I've been focusing on self-awareness and the mindset. Man, you have described marriage as it's not a serious thing. This is childbirth is life or death. Raising children is life or death. It's a serious thing.
Okay, I misheard what you said, but I caught on to it.
But you described having a husband as an emotional toll and this and that. Well, then you should stay single, or even better, date a woman.
I don't.
No, then there won't be any emotional toll.
But that's with my personality though. With me being sensitive and or like me being sensitive or
So do men cause pain?
No.
Then why are you describing men as bringers of pain?
Because you asked me a certain question, and then I had to.
I asked you if you have to work just as hard as a single woman as a married woman. Would you want to be married? You said no, and the first thing you said was because of the emotional toll a man takes on you. I listened very well.
Yes, and with emotional toll, I want to include the fact that you are almost like an assistant. You are almost like an everything to this man. You replace a lot of things that he uses. Such as a calendar.
We need to more back.
Such as a calendar, such as an alarm clock, an iron. Like, I mean, you turn into the person that transports his laundry from the laundry. Like, it's the little things that we have to pick up on just to make your life simpler that you may not even notice.
Mm-hmm. And what does he do for you?
Whatever he feels like.
Oh.
I can't tell someone what to
stop.
do for me.
Stop. Women everywhere seem to want. So why do you want to be married if that's what a man comes with? All these tasks and so.
Because I love men. I'm not.
I don't know, but what do you love about them?
That they're men. I love men for being men, and I love the sex. I love sex with men.
That's a man, and then what else?
I can only speak on the one that I'm with, but I like, hugging him. I like being with him. I like.
Remove all. Okay, you get physical intimacy and affection. Then what?
Their brain, like you guys' mind and the way you perceive things. Like, I'm a woman myself, so I know.
What does that do for you though?
It gives me a different outlook on the world.
That means he's doing something and you got to go over and pick his brain.
Not all the time.
So you got to iron something, but he has to give you a different point of view on something. Sounds like he's putting in stuff too. What else?
But that's like conversational. Everybody wants a conversation. Nobody
wants. We don't
want
to talk to your ass.
I know.
See, this is what I meant by female superiority. Women think what the fuck they do is so valuable, so special, and what it should be valued in platinum and diamonds, and what men do is in bronze and copper. This has been one of the most insightful conversations because as cute as you are and as soft-spoken, you are just as modern as any other. You don't think highly of men other than what men can do for you.
I like men. I don't think that.
Man, I didn't say you, and here's the thing. I don't think you're being malicious. This is just how you were raised. It's the mindset. Do you think you have spoken about men in a way you would like your son to hear himself being spoken about?
No.
Then that's all it is, man. It's not me. Why should men be excited and look forward to marrying women like you who speak like this? I think that's a fair question.
Well, they'll have to find out.
That's bullshit. Unresponsive. No, that's unacceptable. I asked, why should men be excited or look forward to marrying women who talk and think like this? And men he just gotta roll the dice and find out.
We take a lot of risks with you men.
Like what? There's so many you can't name them.
I can't name any right now.
No, you said we take a lot of risks. Granted, name one. Name three.
What if you can't? Well, okay, this is kind of like touchy or whatever, but if you can't just let go of your mom, like being a mama's boy, sometimes that could just be an annoyance, a nuisance.
Sure. Next.
Being lazy, but then that's just all around. That could be another person. I just don't want to say men, but
Okay.
you know.
Man, you're an educated woman who can do what you want at 23. I can marry this. And you said we take a lot of risks with you men.
I don't think I can name another one. You wanted me to name three, and
No, ma'am. I just want I want you as an adult woman who can do what she wants to do. Stand by what comes out of your mouth.
Right.
You said we take a lot of risks with you men. Name them. Because I can name the ones we take with you. When men marry, 100%, nearly 100% of marriages are initiated by men. We propose, you don't. You accept. 80% of divorce actions are initiated by women. When divorces happen, 90+% of the time, women get the children. Men lose their pension. Men are in a weakened financial position. They can lose pension, property, future earnings, all kinds of things. This does not happen to women in the same numbers. This is less than 10% of the time. When a woman ends up paying a man, it's national news. Women get the children. Women get the property. They get spousal support. They get alimony. And they get the social credit. I've been married, divorced, it didn't work. Men, so if the situation were reversed, would you want to get married? If you as a woman have to pay the potential cost that men have to pay?
As far as
we don't, when divorce happens, you guys initiate 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That means you can cheat on your husband with his brother, get pregnant with his child, and still get the house, the pension, retirement, property, and the kid. And he has to pay child support for the kid he already had with you.
That's crazy.
You could initiate infidelity, and men have to pay. You know that's true. Would you want to get married? Would you want to roll the dice, like you said, to find out?
No, I wouldn't.
So why are you so flippant in talking about what men should do? When what men have to do dealing with women like you who have not thought about who we are as men, You don't know what we want. You don't know how to serve us. You don't know how to be around us. We got to just figure it out. See, this is what I mean. Y'all aren't serious women. Y'all just, because you have no cost. Today, there's no consequence to being a woman. Well, just try it, see what happens. If not, I'll just get a divorce and I'll get some child support. You're not, and what I'm saying, man, is what I said at the beginning. You may be cute, you may be soft-spoken, but you're not a wife. You're a modern woman. Modern women make horrible wives. It's not because you're bad people. It's because of your mindset. Men are something to be feared or used. From the time you're a little girl, what were you told about men? Boys. They nasty, they dirty, they don't do this, watch out, and so forth, or even older men. Or they do stuff for you. What were you taught that you were supposed to do for a man?
Cook. I was told to cook for a man.
Did you cook for your stepfather, whatever his title was?
Yeah. I've seen my aunt cook. I've seen.
Did you cook for him?
No.
Don't just say something because you know I'm gonna dig into it.
No, I did not cook.
So what men did you serve?
I served an ex of mine.
Okay. So when I said, what were you taught to do for a man? And there was no either man in the house. You did nothing for him. See the cooking. What was your aunt's husband? What's Ralph? What was Ralph's favorite meal?
I'm not even sure.
Oh, okay. You were only there 10 years with him, right there, man. How long?
They were married for like 8 years.
Mm-hmm. And you were there the entire 8 years, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know what his favorite meal is.
No, but that's not my husband.
But I bet you he paid for stuff for you, didn't he?
But that's not my husband.
That's not the fucking question. I bet he paid for you like you were his biological daughter.
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Don't play with me when you start talking about what men do. It'll get bad real quick. So when it was your birthday or something, Ralph had to pitch in to make sure little princess got what she wanted, whether it was perfect or not. He had to put in. You don't even know what the man who would have been your daddy's favorite meal was. And you gonna tell me you were taught to serve a man? Prince toast out of here. I'm dead ass serious. Don't get confused with the sweet sound of voices, guys. Those chameleons, those hidden rebels are the worst ones. They come in with the smile and again, worst ones. I said it as men, close your eyes, close your ears, and judge women on what they do. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up.
Get my likes up, damn it. Get my likes up. I'll stay dark. We'll shut this shit off. Get them up. We need over another 1,000 likes. Come on. Get my likes up, damn it. All right, ladies, here's the thing. Here's the question. Here's the thing. I get that you did not, this may be new information to you. You weren't taught to be girly, much less feminine, submissive, and cooperative. You weren't raised and taught that you need to be a wife. So when you tell a man you want to be a housewife, a lot of dudes are like, you were raised by a single mother. You got no wife training. And you don't. So you gotta get it, because there are men who are willing to do that for you, but they want they want a housewife, not a lazy woman. A housewife is not a lazy woman. And a lot of you ladies just sound simply lazy. How do I know? When you 5'5" and 175 pounds, you're lazy. I'm sorry. When you're 5'5" and 175 pounds, you are lazy. Men look at that and see lazy. You 5'5", 26, no kids, 175 pounds, and you down 20 pounds. You're lazy. A man looks at that and says, oh, if I were, even if she does do it for me, if I were to marry that woman, she'd blow up to 250. She got nowhere to go but up. Not gonna happen. You show a man, you show Blake or Blue, you're not lazy by getting your weight down to 120 pounds and keeping it nice and tight and firm. That's what you do. That's what you do. You show Blake and Blue you're not lazy. Okay? You show Blake and Blue that, you know what? I am serious about landing one of these men. Have I lied to anybody? Have I lied? Have I lied? No, I haven't. I haven't. Let's go back to my girl. Let's go back to my little partner. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find a picture with her in the way I want to see. I'm telling you, man, the kind of men that have the kind of income that are willing to make that deal with you. This is a negotiation, ladies. This is a negotiation. How are you going to get what you want if you don't come to the table? If you're not coming to the table, prepared to win, see, I want you guys to ask yourself a question. Gentlemen, ladies, would anybody say this woman is lazy? Would anybody say a woman that has a body like this is lazy? Lamario Jackson, 125 pounds too small. You broke. That's a broke dude right there. That's a broke dude right there. A dude that said 125 pounds too small, that's a broke dude. Well, I ain't saying he ain't broke. He's not a Henry. Because you got straight up big ass football players, defensive ends, whose wives are 115 pounds. Why do you see NFL and NBA players, some of the biggest men on the planet, with wives that are 125 pounds? Then you got a bunch of motherfuckers in the chat room talking about 225 pounds too small. Sandwich or it's a Subway. Nobody looking to be a Phoebe or a Gidget for a sandwich or it's a Subway. So when you stick your head up and say something like that, I'm gonna chop it off, because you're working at cross purposes with me, dude. When you come in and say this, you are working at cross purposes with me in my show. and I am going to chop it off. That is a cross purposes comment. Would anybody say a woman is built like this is lazy? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Why wouldn't you? Well, because she has pictures of shit like this. You see her running? Ladies, she's running and she has weights in her hands. When's the last time you even handed somebody ladies, when's the last time you even handed somebody a weight? Yet you talk about, ooh, I want to be a stay-at-home, I want to be a housewife in Galardia. I want to be a housewife in Buckhead. I want to be a housewife in the Hamptons. I want to be a housewife in Beverly. I want to be a housewife wherever the money is. That's what you want to be. I want to be a housewife in Coral Gables. That's what they look like. They're up at 6 o'clock in the morning running like a mug. When their men are gone, them women's out there. That's what they're doing. They're running. Yeah, I'm not going to have you undermining my message, coming in giving contrary information. No, thank you. That's what it takes. And see, the thing is, you may not be on her level. That woman is I would give her body, in my opinion, is about a 9. Her face, 8. You know? She's in that 7, 8, 9 range, but her body's in that 8, 9, 10 range. So, understand something. It may be hard out here for sisters. Women may be like, man, got it so easy. No, like I told one of the ladies last night, what I need you to do is I need you to put down your phone and go open the door of your dwelling and look out. In every structure you see, a man built that. The car that's in your driveway was built by men. Everything that you have in value in this world was put together by men. Name me 5 great female inventors. Yeah, Danielle Champion. Shout out to Danielle Champion. Shout out to Danielle Champion. Shout out to Danielle Champion. That's what you need to do. Name me 5 great female inventors. And you cannot tell me Madam C.J. Walker and Madam Curie. No, 5. Fit. Thank you. Fit. Women, you must be fit. Forget being fine. You need to be fit. Going on, Goshen. Shout out to Goshen. Goshen come through with the big hundo. Goshen always coming through dropping bombs. Forget fine. Be fit first. Forget fine, be fit first. Forget fine, be fit first. Then you must be gidgetable. You must be gidget, not big ass Bridget. You gotta be a gidget, not a big ass Bridget. You ain't never seen no woman named, a sister named Bridget who wasn't at least 200 pounds. Every Bridget you never seen has been as big as a bridge. Forget fine, be fit first. And you need to become Gidget, not big ass Bridget. Understand something. After you get the physical part together, that only gets the eyeball attention. What lands the kind of guys you're talking about you want is your ability to compliment him, win him over, to be able to be that I in FBI. You can have the feminine part with your gadget supplies. You can get the beauty part with the body and the face, but the eye part is where many of you fail. You fail because you don't know how to compliment men. You don't know how to even talk to these guys. You don't know how to inspire these men. Right? So get on the screen. Ladies, get on right now if you got some questions for me. We got another few minutes before I got to get down to my sessions. Ladies, it is not too hard out here. It ain't hard out here. You're just out of the rankings. It's not hard out here. See, you never hear women like Gidget. You never hear women like the ones I just had on the screen talking about how hard it is to find a man out here. Think about it. I want you guys to think about it. Ladies, you never hear women who are bona fide FBI talking about how hard it is out here for a woman. Do you guys? I mean, somebody level set me. Somebody level set me. Am I lying? Am I lying, guys? Am I off base here? Do you ever hear women looking like that who say, man, it's hard out here? It's hard to find a man out here. I don't hear them. Where's my other one? Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
I certainly can. How are you?
Great. I'm good. How are
You
you?
need to turn off the YouTube channel in the background. Okay?
Okay.
Because you called into my show the other day.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I know. You need to turn the YouTube channel off in the background. Don't be looking in the chat room.
I'm not in the chat room. YouTube is off.
All right. So,
and I.
Okay. Before we get started, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. And how old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay. Why can't you keep a man, or why can't you get a high value man?
After listening to your show, I just realized I'm pretty much over the hill. I am out of this game.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're over the hill? As far as age?
The age.
Okay.
And then I heard your other show the other night about single moms. I am a single mom. I'm a widow.
Okay.
So I don't know if that makes any difference, but I am.
It does.
In fact, a single mom.
How long have you been widowed?
7 years.
Okay. So did you go to college?
I did.
Okay. 45. Would you classify yourself as a feminist or a womanist?
I'm not really sure what either of those terms really means.
What do they sound like? What do they sound like they mean?
Well, feminist sounds like, the women from the 60s who didn't shave their armpits. And a womanist, I'm not really even sure what that means. That's a new one, right?
That's a black woman. Hold on. A womanist? Womanist is black women's way of saying feminist. Okay, so a feminist is, they're not just shaving, no armpit shavings. They're women who believe that feminist in the conversational sense believe that men and women are equal. That men and women should be men and women should be paid the same amount. Believe in basically all the new social engineering things post 60s. Your body, your choice, no fault divorce. However, women like that also tend to want men to still be traditional men. But the
Right.
first part, I am woman, hear me roar. Are you more in line with that, or are you more in line with June Cleaver, Leave It to Beaver, Stepford Wife? I mean, be honest. I don't really care. I just need to know.
I'm more on the fix a plate for your man side than out there burning bras.
Okay. So if how old is your child?
I have two. I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son.
Okay. So wait a minute. You start having your children late.
Yes, I did.
Why'd you wait?
I
Why
had
did so?
old eggs.
Why'd you wait so long to get married?
Uh, it really did take me that long to find the right guy.
What do you mean?
It took me that long.
But I
We
mean,
had to.
you're not the one that finds guys. See,
No,
that's what I mean. Were you raised with mom and dad in the household, or just mom?
just mom.
Okay, let's get right to it. We're roughly the same age. Women who marry late, raised by mom, you weren't really raised to be a wife. You're raised to take care of yourself and not depend on no man. I mean, you got to be a man basher, but you're not. Women of our generation were not taught to look at men as requirements. Men were optional.
Right.
That's feminism.
Okay.
Because you got married at what age?
I think I was about 36 or 37.
You don't remember?
I'm bad with years, but yeah,
Okay.
36, 37.
Okay. Did you pay for the wedding, or did he pay? Who paid for the wedding?
We did, and our family did.
Okay. I laugh because women see girly women remember things like that.
Oh, I'm not like that. I was all about let's spend as little as we can on the wedding,
I
and
didn't ask. I just asked how long. No, I didn't ask about the wedding. I'm talking about the wedding date, the sentimental part.
oh, okay.
But anyway, what were you calling in for on the show?
Just to get your advice for me, for someone in my situation. I'm 45 years old, widowed. What are my prospects? What type of man should I be looking for?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
well, no, I heard, there's the high value man, and then I heard your other show about blue
okay. See, at
collar
45
men.
years old, ma'am, you should know what you want. What do you want?
Okay. What do I want? I want a man that's close to my age, who's like into doing stuff and going out and doing cultural type stuff.
What year were you born in?
Museums and
What year were you born in?
what was that?
What year were you born in?
75.
You don't talk like a
1975.
You don't talk like a 45-year-old woman.
I don't.
No, I feel like I'm talking to a 20-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
I'm asking a fully grown woman, what do you want? And it's like you're struggling to tell me. You're a married woman and a widow with 2 kids. You should be fully grown and be able to articulate what it is you want, what fits you, what you need for your kids and the rest of your life. You are almost 50.
Oh my God.
What does God have to do with it? All you need is a clock and a calendar. What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, I see what you're saying here. I see exactly what you're saying here. Yes, I do know what I want.
Okay.
So how do I go about
I don't know what it
finding?
is you want. All right, lady. Okay, seriously,
I
seriously,
want a
ma'am. I'm
man.
seriously, ma'am. I'm about 2 seconds away from putting you off my channel. Are you trolling me or are you being serious?
I'm totally being
Well, if you're
serious.
totally being serious, this is pathetic. Because I'm serious.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
45.
Was pathetic.
Talk to me like a 45-year-old woman that could be somebody's grandmother. I mean, you're laughing like, I mean, be serious, ma'am. You're a widow. What do you want? What do you need?
Well, I'm looking for a good man to be a husband to me and to be a father to my children and someone who could
And
support
what is he?
that, who
And
could
what is he
have
going to do? What is he going to get from that? What is he going to get from you?
um a beautiful wife,
That's that.
stability,
Hold on. Beautiful wife. How tall are you?
5'4",
Dress size.
6.
That's your picture.
That is my picture.
How recent is it?
That's a 10-year-old picture, but I still look like that.
Beautiful women don't have 10-year-old pictures, ma'am. All right, we'll go ahead and put you on hold until you can get yourself together. Let's get it.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienes lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te la ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. Yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunes. Lunático.
You don't hear women who look like this talking about how hard it is to find a man. There's another one of these women in that little comedy troupe. Shout out to her. Good looking, sis. You don't hear women like that talking about how hard it is to find a man. Yeah, I ain't never seen a woman look like this talk about, you know what? It's so hard to find a man. Oh my God, it's just so hard to find a dude out here. I never. Look at that. Did you see what was on her face? What did that look like? I've heard of this word before. Brothers, help me out. It's called a. What is it called? What is it? What's that on her face? What's that shit called? A scowl, frown. It's something about a positive, healthy, happy emotion. It's what is it? Black. I mean, we don't see it that often, brothers. What is the shit? What the fuck is that on her face? God damn, I hate it when I see that. What is that on her face? It is a smack, a smear, a smear, a smear, smear, a smile. It's a smile. It's a smile. God damn, it's a smile. That's how infrequently black men are used to seeing those things on your face. We forget what the fuck they even look like. When was the last time you actually sat across from a woman and she was doing that? For real. Hmm? Mm-mm. 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 But instead, we go to the Tinder pictures now. But instead, you end up getting some shit like, no. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yep. 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 Mm-hmm. But instead, y'all be giving us shit like this. Mm-mm. Not gonna happen. Not gonna work, sis. Not gonna work. Mm-mm. What is this? What is this? What is all this? What's that? Oh, this will not do. This is not what we want. This is not the smiles we want to see. No. What? No. 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 Okay. This is also not one of those. That's not a smile. That's a snarl. Snarls and smiles are different. Snarls and smiles are different. What the hell? I am sorry. I just, I, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do that. For future reference, this also will not do. See that look? The mad face invasion? It's the mad face invasion. See? This is that mad face invasion. You know, the old Onyx, the shit from Onyx, it's the mad face invasion. Why are y'all walking around taking pictures like this? Why are y'all taking pictures like this? Mad as fuck. I mean, what? Not one smile to be had. No. But I want you guys to notice a difference. There's a weight load. See, the smaller they are, the smilier they are. The smaller, the more. I'm gonna have to edit this part out. Goddamn. Why am I showing that? Because on my profile, I actually say, please, none of this stuff. But we have gotten to a point to where a lot of women actually think that The men should just accept that. That this man should just accept that. And I'm saying no. The men who will go, you know who, that is a 50-50 at best. Those women are 50-50 at best. There is no way a man should, would, or should be expected to do a damn thing with that except partner with it. That's the shit you make an arrangement with later on in life. You don't pay for that. That's what these guys are asking. Why should I go do anything for, if I'm not going to get your fit best? And then smiles and cooperation and friendliness. And see, a lot of women will get upset when men talk about this kind of stuff. But the fact of the matter is, that is why you're single. This is why. And I need you to ask them one question. You've been proposed to? No, I've been engaged. What does that mean? A man dropped to one knee and whipped out a 1.3 or higher carat ring in public? Now, as a general concept, or he was saying, I want to marry you? Don't let him lie. And y'all need to stop lying to yourselves. Now, fit, firm, funny, friendly. Women like this don't have it hard. Women like this catch breaks every day. Women like this have doors open for them, chairs pulled out for them. Women like this get asked on dates, legitimate dinner dates. Women like this can go over in order on the fucking side of the menu and not even have to put out. Women like this get their cell phone bill paid, their light bill paid, their rent paid. They get shoes bought for them. They get flowers bought for them. They get cologne, perfume bought for them. They get somebody paying for their massage, their manicures, their pedicures, their wigs, their weaves. They get the car repair, the oil change, whatever. Women like this have a roster of men, a roster of higher value men. They may even have a roster with high value men in them, because let me tell you something. There are high value men, especially men out there who, there are men who will just go. See, there's so many guys who are used to being at the lower part. You need a woman. You're cheap. I don't deal with cheap men. I don't deal with stingy men. I don't deal with, you can call it whatever you want to. You can call it whatever you want to. I don't deal with men who are not generous. I don't personally deal with them. I don't want to be around cheap men. I hate being around people when the bill comes. Well, I only had water. Well, actually, I had unsweetened iced tea. They charge extra for sugar. I've gotten rid of all those men out of my life, and they've been gone forever. I will not associate with fucking tightwads or cheapskates. I cannot stand you motherfuckers. Because you're always looking, because the guys that I know like that used to always, they were just as bad as the women they were looking out for, honestly. You always assume somebody's trying to get over on you. I deal with abundance mentality, purpose-driven, generous of spirit men. That don't mean they're open wallet simps either. So understand something. When I heard people going in on a dude because he bought an oven or something, I was like, man, y'all dudes is crazy. I believe, like what T.I. said, it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. And they don't, and it ain't tricking outside the black community. It's just called being a man. It's called being a man. I don't believe that shit. You know, tricking and tricking and tricking, man. Please, beauty costs. Can I give you feedback on your super chat? What was your super chat question? Um, YouTube is doing something with super chats, folks, to where you cannot go back in the stream to pull them up. Let me see if I can find them. Okay. Let's see. Let me go through some of these. All right. Dr. Dix, what's going on? Women want men that women want. Thank you, Mr. Bowtie. Women want men that other women want. That's right. Hello? Akuna.
Oh, yes. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hello. How are you? How are you?
Literally just found you. I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. How do I pronounce your first name?
Oh, you can call me Akuna. Everyone does. I guess
Okay.
I'm not looking at the little comments thing because I know you said it's important not to look.
Yeah, I prefer you to close the window, honestly. But go ahead. Why can't queens keep a man, or why can't queens get a man?
You know, it's actually kind of funny. Just because I've been watching your videos, I found you like maybe 2 days ago, and then you put this as the topic for today. This has been my exact question myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would say general knowledge. I have a bridal store, so I deal with a lot of women literally getting married. But I think it would probably be because if you are overly opinionated, it's a turnoff.
Okay.
And let me see. I would say that, you know, based off of everything that I know from just anecdotal evidence of watching brides, people or men think that, or women think that men want you to be really smart, which they don't actually care about. And I actually would argue that they don't necessarily care if you're the most gorgeous, as long as you make them feel good. I think it's actually more about pumping up their, you know, personal.
Are you married?
No.
Have you ever
I know it's ironic.
Have you ever been married?
No.
How old are you?
29.
And you own a bridal store?
I own a bridal store.
Okay.
I own an alterations shop, and I'm a a realtor.
Okay. So you got a lot of businesses going on. What's your primary source of income? Which is your primary business?
The bridal store. It started first.
Okay. And that's where the bulk of your money comes from?
Yes.
All right. So were you raised with mom and dad?
I was birthed under. Short answer is yes, I guess. But my mom and dad were married, divorced at 2. My mom remarried at 9, got divorced when I was like 25.
Where's your biological father, though?
Jersey.
He was not in the house with you.
No.
You weren't raised with mom and dad.
Okay.
You had mom and stepdad. Well, that's not mom and dad. Did you have any siblings?
I have a brother and a sister.
Are they older or younger than you?
Younger. I'm the oldest.
And how old is your brother and how old is your sister?
Brother is 20, sister is 14.
Okay, so you're much older than they are.
Yeah.
So
well,
why,
I mean, my mom was divorced.
Okay,
so
why at 29 with 3 businesses and a bridal store? When's the last relationship you had?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
Of course.
January.
And how long was that relationship?
8 months.
And how long was the longest one prior to that?
2 years.
How long ago was that one?
I've had 2-year relationships. So the most recent one, I guess, was when I was 25 or so.
I don't know. You tell me. 25 to 27?
Yes.
And then what about the 2-year one before that?
21 to 23.
So if you had 2 2-year relationships, why can't you get a husband?
Wonderful question. This is the question I've been asking myself for 2020. Um, I'm a little intimidating. Number one, and number two, I think I have a lot of opinions, and number three, I think I've been going for the wrong type of guy
How
for
tall are
myself.
you?
5'7 3/4".
What size dress do you wear?
4.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed in?
137.
If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 and you can't use 7, face only, no hair extensions, your natural hair, your natural face, what would you give yourself?
Interesting. 8.
Nope.
No.
No. Beyonce's an 8. Kelly Rowland's a 9. You give yourself Beyonce looks?
I'm actually based off of what men have told me. They have said I'm a 9. You probably. I mean, I
I
just
saw
came
you
from the
pop
gym.
up.
If you
I
can't
saw
see
you
me.
pop up.
Yeah, I just came from the gym, so I look rough.
Beauty is beauty. I'm an image consultant.
Okay.
I'm not here to hurt feelings, but it's just not, no.
No, I'm fine.
So the thing is, because you said you may be intimidating, and what's intimidating about you?
A, that I have the businesses, and B, that I'm not an idiot.
So you got businesses. So what?
Well, I think it's, there's a shy quality that a lot of men like in women. They would probably describe it as demure.
What city you live in?
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And Atlanta is where it's 17 to 1 down here. Some maybe it's 26.
Oh yeah.
So have you ever dated a man that owns multiple businesses?
No.
So you date fuck boys.
I wouldn't disagree.
It's easy for fuck boys to be intimidated by what you call success. Don't bother me. Don't bother guys. It doesn't bother guys like me. The shit that you say is normally intimidating, I laugh at it. So do they. Now, what are you going to do to get one of them?
Honest to God, I'm all ears.
Well, see, but that's the point. At 29 years old, owning a bridal shop, what have you done to be... Let me go ahead and get to the notes. You're on a bridal shop. So you see weddings all day long. What do you ever ask a woman, how'd you get your husband?
I have.
So are you So for the kind of men you want, are you competitive for them? What have you done to improve yourself in the ways that... What have you done to improve yourself in the ways that men that you want?
Well, I work out so that way not only am I small, but I actually have like a nice butt, a flat stomach.
That's good. Atlanta is, but that's good. Atlanta, all you gotta do is go over to shops at Buckhead, and there are a lot of women down here work out, so that's standard. Okay. That's good. Keep going.
I make sure that I am eloquent, which means I'm trying to keep well read. So that way I can carry a conversation and not, be a dullard. I am trying to find like some activity in which I can interact with the kinds of men that you're talking about.
So what do they want?
I mean,
what do they want from their woman?
They want her to be pretty. They want her to be submissive. They want her to cook and clean, and they want her to make him feel good. Physically and mentally.
Okay. That's a fortune cookie. That's very general. They want her to be feminine. They want her to be submissive. Okay, let's take it that way. Are you submissive?
I can be.
That's a no. See, that deflection shit doesn't work for me. So you might as well just give me the answer. Because if you can be, that means you're not in general. So
I would be submissive if I could meet the right guy to be
submissive. That's bull fucking shit. You don't meet the man without being what it is you already. See, what I just asked you is what do they want? And I asked you, are you doing stuff to be competitive with what these men want? You gave me this laundry list of shit that you felt like doing. Nobody cares about if you're well read. I asked you, what do they want? And you said they want you to be feminine, they want you to be this, want you to be that. And I asked you the first thing, are you that? No. It's on your list. First thing out your mouth, feminine. Are you that? No.
Oh, no. I'm feminine. I thought you said am I submissive all the time?
Okay. Are you feminine all the time?
Yes.
Do you think the way you're speaking on the phone is feminine?
Oh. Well, I mean, I was trying to make sure, honestly, when I listen to some of your shows, the girls, they kind of dance around their answer.
I'm just
And
talking
you
about
seem like you appreciate.
I'm talking about the sheer tone.
Oh. I mean, I can be more feminine. I just was
But
trying to make sure I
but no,
answered
but
your
see,
question.
but no, see, and that's see, listen to what I'm about to say.
Okay.
You think it's a switch you turn on and off when you decide that you spot a mark. And I'm telling you, the men like myself, look at the fact that you're not feminine all the time, and we will never come in your area. The fact you're not submissive all the time, we'll never come in your area. Your lack of femininity consistently means you run high value men away. Your lack of being submissive consistently runs high value men away. I just asked you 4 questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever worked with a matchmaker?
No, it's something I'm looking into.
Okay. So basically, what it sounds like is you've decided to do what you want, as far as trying to you decided to do what you want to try to attract the men that you claim to want. But the things that they want, one, even if I agreed with what you said, you don't do them. I don't agree with what you said wholly, but even if I agree with them, you don't do it. That's a problem.
Okay. I agree that I do switch on my femininity on and off, partly because of my job. But I don't feel like I would want to be submissive for just anybody. Is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Huh.
You want to know how? You want to know how?
Yes.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to look directly ahead, okay?
Okay.
Look directly ahead. Then what I want you to do is turn your head, just your head, not your neck, 45 degrees, okay? Then I want you to look directly down at your left ring finger.
Okay.
Is it wide open?
It is.
There's your fucking answer. Your inability, you think you want, listen, don't talk, listen.
I am.
Black women like yourself think this is a game. I'll be submissive for my man. I'll be feminine for my man. But you can't get a man until men spot you as feminine and submissive. Until then, you'll get fuckboys. Men like my dudes would pass right by your masculine ass. With that loud projecting voice. That shit is like nails on a chalkboard. And it's not like you're intending to do it, but that's just who you are.
Oh, sorry.
That's how you talk. But thing is, women like you tend to think femininity, submissiveness is tantamount to weakness. See,
No.
I said women like you. See, submission is a choice. And see, you want men to, let's say if you were getting booped upside the head by somebody, you'd want black men to come help you, wouldn't you? You want men to come, you want guys to come step in if something was wrong, wouldn't you?
Ideally, yes.
Ideally. So again, women who say they'll be feminine with their men and submissive with their men give the rest of the men of the culture your ass to kiss. Men see that and say, no, this is a game. Femininity is a switch you turn on and off. Nope, you're either feminine or you're not. You're either submissive or you're not. And the thing is, working in a bridal shop, you had a chance to ask women how they got their husbands, but the lessons haven't been learned. Number one, and I'll say this too, If you've had 2 long-term relationships and an 8-month relationship, have you ever asked any of those guys what it was like being with you?
Yes.
And what did the first one say?
I mean, they're honestly pretty consistent,
What did they
which is how
say?
come I know my problem.
What did they say?
I'm very opinionated.
Right. And why are you so opinionated? Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to college?
Cornell.
Okay. And what's your degree in?
Marketing.
Okay. And what are you doing with that marketing degree from Cornell?
Just my businesses.
Okay. So, did you need to go to Cornell to do what you're doing?
No.
So, what does Cornell do for you?
The idea
It gives
when I
you
was younger,
it gives you ego. That's what it does. It gives you ego. You could have done the businesses you're doing, Georgia Tech, Spelman, community college. You didn't need Cornell, but because you have Ivy, you think you're better. You talk like you're better. I mean, you have no room to be opinionated. You got a piece of paper that says you went to Ivy. Congratulations. But if you hear people saying you're opinionated, why does anybody, and this is going to hurt, okay? This might hurt. Why does anybody need to hear your opinion? Unless it's about you're a place where you're a subject matter expert, like being like weddings, or like any other things you do for a living. But just being opinionated about individual topics, men don't like opinionated women like that. I got the other people to get to. Book a session. You got businesses. You can afford it. That's what it's really going to take, man. I bullshit you not. That's what it's really going to take. One-on-one working with somebody. I always suggest therapy and life coaching. But it sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on and some things that you were kind of blind to. Because if you honestly thought you were feminine and that very direct, high, the way you're speaking, that would run a lot of guys the other way. And if it's not something you have to do, then it's something you're doing for ego reasons. My guess is you speak like that to raise your stature around other women and around men.
Food for thought. I mean, I have like my sales voice, but everyone says it sounds, well, everyone who knows me says it sounds fake.
Well, I mean, and due respect, I'm chemical engineering background. It's been 24 years in B2B sales. I'm a sales professional. It's been 15 years in advertising and marketing, so I understand. But any professional salesperson learns to understand how to teach, tailor, and take control. You learn how to present to the audience. You don't present to everybody the same way. You turn people off that way.
Well, thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. Nothing matters. So to my critics, facts don't matter. Data don't matter. Statistics don't matter. The work doesn't matter. You can do the work. You can have the sample size. At the end of the day, just like the damn...
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, that's the perfect question. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Just like her, that was the mindset the first young lady shared, and she said, you can do nothing with women that think that way. So when you recognize them, leave them. There's nothing to be gained. And my critics and detractors are going to have to realize that men are getting better at recognizing these disagreeable, combative women who are not going to follow. They're not going to follow your lead. This whole bullshit about a black man build Wakanda will follow you. No, you won't. Not women like her. Because it's never good enough. There's never enough facts. There's never enough data. There is never enough anything to change the negative image a black man has in her mind. We are always going to be less than in the minds of women like that. But they'll be the first ones to tell you, I love the black community, I love black men. But again, close your eyes, close your ears, watch what they do. And at the end of the day, you are beneath us. We're your mothers, we're your grandmothers, we raised you. You are subordinate to us. Get nowhere with women like that. Don't even fight it. Call it out, though. I hope more of you guys, I'm glad more of you guys are starting to call this shit out. We're not supposed to speak on it. We're not supposed to say nothing. We're just supposed to shut up. They can say whatever they want about us, but we're supposed to just be quiet. Who are you to speak on a woman? A woman is a sovereign. She's a god, a mother queen, sea moss gold. Hell no. Oh, yeah. Got that one. Yeah, I'm putting that one up online. Yep. Preparing you again, crazy. Just can't make this shit up.